Maplewood, New Jersey, just about 25 minutes from Manhattan. It's a picture-perfect suburb where neighbors greet each other, lawns are, neatly trimmed, and where, in the summer of 2006, a teenage girl walked out of her home and vanished. Her name was Emily Russo, 14 years old, bright, shy, and honestly kind of obsessed with sketching old houses. That afternoon, she left home at 3:52 p.m. to meet a friend at the town library. But she never arrived. Security cameras confirmed her route, the last image of her just 3 blocks from her destination. Detective Saunders said, "We confirm she left the house at 3:52 p.m. That's the last verified sighting." Neighbors remember her passing by. Carol Miller, a neighbor, recalls, "She smiled, just a little, and kept walking. I thought nothing of it, until the sirens that night." By nightfall, volunteers and police scoured parks, wooded trails, and back alleys, but Emily, and her sketchbook, were gone. Investigators traced her route to a decaying colonial house at 412 Cedar Lane. The owner, Howard Bell, 58, a retired postal worker, was known for keeping to himself. "I saw her pass his place. He was just standing there, didn't wave, didn't say anything, just stared." Bell let police search the main floor and upstairs, but the basement door was locked. He claimed it had flooded years ago and was unsafe. Officers noted the damp smell, but without a warrant, they didn't push. We asked again a week later, he refused. Emily's case went cold. Bell moved away in 2009. The house sat empty for almost a decade. In 2018, a developer bought the property. During renovations, the crew pried open the basement door, sealed with plywood from the inside. Beneath it, a steel chair bolted to the floor, and on the walls, faint pencil sketches of Maplewood homes, drawings identical to Emily's school art projects. No DNA, no clothing, no trace of Emily. Howard Bell died in 2015, never charged, never questioned again. Case status unsolved. Somewhere, someone knows what happened to Emily Russo, and maybe they've just been keeping their own basement locked. If you have information, contact the Essex County Prosecutor's Office. Vanished Whispers-TrueCrime, like share, subscribe. Voiceover. Police transcript. Dispatcher, Maplewood PD. What's your emergency? Caller, distorted. You're looking in the wrong place. Check the old water tower. She's not alone. The call was traced to a payphone, but no one was ever found. Voiceover. A year after the house was sold, a local boy found a weathered sketchbook in the woods behind Cedar Lane. Inside, drawings of faces, some crossed out, others with wide staring eyes. One page read, "He watches from the window." Voiceover. Witness statement. Jogger. I saw a girl matching Emily's description near the old train tracks. She looked scared. A man in a blue jacket was following her. I thought it was her father. Until I saw the news. Voiceover. Police interview. Officer, Mr. Bell, did you see Emily Russo that day? Bell, no. I was home all afternoon, alone. Officer, can anyone confirm that? Bell, no. The officer noted Bell's hands were shaking. Voiceover. During a second search, police found a hidden compartment in the basement wall. Inside, a child's bracelet, a faded library card, and a Polaroid of Emily, eyes wide, mouth covered by tape. The photo was never released to the public. Voiceover. In 2023, DNA from the bracelet matched an unknown female relative of Howard Bell. But Bell had no children, or so everyone thought. The case files were reopened, but the trail went cold again. Voiceover. To this day, the fate of Emily Russo remains a haunting enigma. The evidence points in every direction, but the truth is still out there, waiting to be uncovered. Some mysteries never let go. Voiceover. A month after the DNA revelation, police received an anonymous letter. The handwriting was shaky, the words chilling. You missed something in the attic. She drew more than houses. Detectives rushed to the abandoned Bell house, searching the attic for hours. Hidden beneath loose floorboards, they found a bundle of sketches, portraits of Emily, each more frantic than the last. On the back of one, a single word, help. Voiceover. Dispatcher, Maplewood PD, what's your emergency? Caller, whispering, he's not done. There's another girl. Check the riverbank. The call was traced to a burner phone. Police searched the riverbank and found a child's shoe, size 5, pink, with a faded cartoon rabbit. No missing persons matched the description. The shoe was bagged as evidence. Voiceover. Night Watchman. I saw a man dragging something heavy near the old train depot. It was late, maybe 2 in the morning. He wore a blue jacket, same as the one in the news. I called out, but he didn't look back. I thought it was just a drunk, but now, I'm not so sure. Voiceover. During a final sweep of the Bell property, police discovered a hidden tape recorder in the basement ceiling. The tape was degraded, but a few words were clear. "Don't make a sound, draw the house, if you scream I'll know." The rest was static. Forensic experts confirmed the voice was likely Howard Bell's. Voiceover. In a twist, a local thrift store owner turned in a diary found in a donated backpack. The handwriting matched Emily's. The last entry read, "If I don't come home, tell Mom I love her. I hear footsteps at night. He says I'm special, but I'm scared." The diary ended there. The Russo family finally had a piece of Emily to hold on to. Voiceover. With the new evidence, police closed the case, officially naming Howard Bell as the prime suspect in Emily's disappearance. The community held a candlelight vigil in her memory. Though the truth was harrowing, Maplewood found closure. Emily Russo's story became a reminder. Even in the safest places, darkness can linger. But hope, too, endures. Voiceover. Just as Maplewood began to heal, a shocking twist sent ripples through the quiet town. A new witness stepped forward, someone who had remained silent for years. In a trembling voice, they confessed to being at the scene on the night Emily vanished. Their account revealed details never released to the public: a secret argument, an unfamiliar car parked in the shadows, and a second figure leaving the house after midnight. The confession shattered the town's fragile sense of closure, reopening old wounds and introducing new suspects. As investigators scrambled to verify these claims, one thing became clear: the story of Emily Russo was far from over. Voiceover. Just when it seemed every stone had been turned, investigators made an astonishing discovery in Emily's belongings. A small, overlooked clue tucked away inside a faded book she cherished. It was a torn piece of paper, marked with cryptic symbols and a single address. The significance of this clue was immediately apparent to detectives. It pointed to a location never before searched, and hinted at a connection no one had considered. With this new lead, the investigation sparked back to life, breathing hope and uncertainty into a case many thought was finally closed. The hunt for answers continued, and the mystery of Emily Russo grew deeper still. Voiceover. As investigators rushed to follow the new lead, Emily's family stepped forward, their voices trembling with emotion. In a heartfelt plea broadcast to the public, they asked anyone with information, no matter how small, to come forward and help bring Emily home. Their words were a raw reminder of the pain and uncertainty that lingered, even as new clues emerged. Tears welled in their eyes as they clung to hope, urging viewers to look into their hearts and share what they knew. For Emily's loved ones, the search was never just about answers. It was about finding peace, and maybe, finally, closure. Voiceover. After months of uncertainty and relentless searching, the investigation finally reaches its breathtaking climax. Detectives gather in the dimly lit briefing room, piecing together every shred of evidence: Emily's diary entries, the anonymous letter, the hidden tape, and the DNA revelation. With each detail, the story that once seemed so fragmented now forms a complete picture. The truth behind Emily Russo's disappearance is revealed: the motives, the culprits, and the chain of events that led to that fateful night. As the final pieces fall into place, justice is served, and the Russo family can at last begin to heal. The case that haunted a community for so long is finally resolved, offering closure, and a reminder that hope, perseverance, and the courage to seek the truth can uncover even the darkest of mysteries. In the gentle hush that follows the storm, Emily Russo's story finally finds its ending. The once restless community breathes easier, united by the answers they so desperately sought. Neighbors gather beneath the soft glow of candlelight, not just to mourn, but to celebrate the resilience that brought them together and the truth that set them free. The detectives, once burdened by uncertainty, now find peace in the closure they've delivered. Their dedication has restored hope, and the shadows of doubt have finally lifted. Emily's family, forever changed, embraces a future shaped by both sorrow and gratitude. The truth, though difficult, has given them the strength to heal and cherish her memory. Healing for many is now possible. The scars remain, but so does the hope that love and perseverance can overcome even the darkest mysteries. Justice at last has been served. The questions that once haunted the town have been answered, and the community stands stronger, united by truth and compassion. Emily Russo's legacy endures, a reminder that even in the face of uncertainty, hope can prevail, and that every mystery, once unraveled, brings us closer together. In remembering her, we find the courage to move forward, and the promise that no one is ever truly lost.